Hello everyone and welcome to Minecraft Snapshot 5 for version 26.1. We so far have had 4 other snapshots that have basically been dedicated to tackling all of the new baby mobs being added to the game. And today's snapshot, as I'm sure you guys can tell, is going to be no different. We have a ton of aquatic mobs that are getting new baby variants today that I will be going through, as well as a brand new item that you can see behind me. And it's one that I've been asking for a long while, so I'm very excited to finally get my hands on it. Anyway, with that being said, let's get straight into today's snapshot video. Starting off with this new item, this is the Golden Dandelion, a new craftable item that can be made using 8 gold nuggets and 1 dandelion, as you can see here. And for demonstration's sake, you can see as such. Now, the Golden Dandelion has a really cool feature where if you use this on a baby mob, it will go ahead and stop their aging. In fact, it's what I've done here to keep them all babies, because I've had the issue before where they've grown up before I record them, but not anymore. All you have to do to prevent them from aging is to right click and they will no longer age, as you can see here. And it has a nice little sound that we'll hear a bit later on. Oh, no! You can also right-click a de-aged mob again to go ahead and resume their aging. But why would you want to do that? This guy's just too cute for that. Speaking of cute, we have 5 new mobs that got an updated baby model, as well as 5 variants for one of those mobs. First up, we have probably my favorite of today. We have the baby turtle. I'm not going to say the word because that counter is really menacing, but this is just it's so good. Oh my god. I thought the old baby turtles were pretty good too, but this is just, it's so small and synonyms for cute. Endearing. Adorable? Definitely lovable. Moving on, we have the baby dolphin, which I also quite like a lot. It doesn't seem all too different from the old baby dolphin model, but I do like the direction they've taken it in. Next up, we actually have 2 mobs who I believe didn't have a baby variant before, and that is the squid and the glow squid, who look really delightful. And appealing. I have always been a bit of a glow squid fan, even if I think their benefit could have been a bit better than what it ended up being. And so I'm definitely glad to see these guys getting a bit of love. And the derpy, I'm glad they kept the derpy eyes on the squid. They're too iconic to replace with the single black pixel. But that is everything for those 4. And now we change our sights to, I'm sure, at least some people's favorite babies and mob in general, the axolotls. Now, there are 5 variants of the axolotl, and I have them here. Definitely a lot easier to place these than all those horses that I would have had to place last snapshot. Well, let's just run through them as usual so you guys can get a good idea. Here's the base axolotl, the wild axolotl, the gold axolotl, the cyan axolotl, and the blue axolotl. Looking even more so like Mudkip now. And yeah, that is pretty much all of the new baby mobs for today. And I am happy to say the baby chicken has gotten its wings back. This is a very important outcome. Next, we have some sounds that I'll be playing that include the new baby chicken sounds, as well as a better look at the Golden Dandelion use and unused sound effects. Obviously, the chapters are down below if you'd like to skip this part as usual, but let's get into it. I must say, I don't really like how fleshy these 2 sound, but it's a small price to pay for the ability to keep these guys as babies. There's another small change today with the game rules search bar here. Before, it would only show results based on namespace ID and name. However, it will now also show game rules dependent on the category they are in, as well as their descriptions. For instance, if I go ahead and type in chat, it will show me all of the chat game rules. Very small change, but it's good to know. Another bug fix for today is that bees used to be permanently angry, but they supposedly calmed down. I don't know exactly when that is, but I'm glad they have finally gotten over themselves. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Well, they don't seem very angry anymore. But there is one more bug today that I want to talk about, because it might be a bit notable. And the final bug fix I would like to talk about today is the fact that turtle eggs were not hatching in the nether and end, which I believe we actually used this bug in a lot of gold farm designs. And now supposedly, I believe the turtle eggs should hatch in the nether, which could harm some gold farm designs. I know there are some that don't rely on turtle eggs, but A lot of them do. So this could be an interesting thing. With all of that being said, though, I believe that is all for today's snapshot video. This was a very, very good week, in my opinion. The Golden Dandelion alone was a headline for me, but also I really do like all these new aquatic babies. He's maybe my favorite so far. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you back again next week for another snapshot video. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.